How's it going, everybody? This is HydroBolt36 here, bringing you another Pokemon reaction video. In the last video, I reacted to Jaden Wilson's Gaming Can You Beat Pokemon Sword with Just a Sobble. And you guys actually seem to like that quite a bit, so I'm going to make another video about reactions. And no, it is not what looks like a Yamcha taking on Frieza from Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. This is just an intro to his video. This is Mah-Dry-Bread's video of Can You Beat Pokemon Black with a single Bidoof. I chose this video because I like Mah-Dry-Bread Gaming. He doesn't cuss. And he does a butt ton of Pokemon challenges. And Bidoof is the best Pokemon of all time. So, I decided because of those things, let's do it. So, let's jump right in. If you're excited, please like, subscribe, leave a comment what you want me to do. I mean, I saw Better Days put Dobbs, Pokemon Red Speed Run, but I think he cusses in that, because I know Dobbs does that a lot. So I'm probably not going to react to that, but leave a comment of something that you'd like to see. And let's dive in right to the video.
Fire Red with Yamcha and the Dragon Ball Z team training ROM hack was a fun break, but it's time to do the challenge that you guys requested the most by far. Today's the day that we figure out, would I be able to beat Pokemon Black with only a single Bidoof?
I can see why it's requested.
Generation to start with Bidoof. His stats are pretty terrible as
This is a big fact. This is wrong. Bidoof has the ability meme factor, which makes his entire space stats 1 million. So this is a completely wrong stat sheet.
See, and by level up he learns a lot of pretty solid moves like
True.
Roll Out and Hyper Fang, but where he really shines is his TM moves.
Hey,
Look at all these
so
great
much.
moves. Dig, Thunder, Blizzard, Toxic, Thief, Attract, Grass Knot. There's some
Bidoof
great
can learn.
stuff in here. Gen 5 is the first generation that made TMs reusable, so I can get really creative
True.
with changing up my moveset between
Bidoof can learn Thunder. He is Pokezeus.
Pokemon Platinum, but I think you can see why I thought it might be more interesting to do it in Pokemon Black instead.
True that,
Just like last
Mah-Dry-Bread.
time, I'm writing this script as I go through. Battles might be a bit too hard. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Bidoof. I'll need other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits.
If we know about this.
In battle, only held items and items outside of combat are allowed.
That is going to be kind of tricky, because I usually, if I'm playing like Pokemon, you rely quite a bit on in-game items, like in like a battle. But besides held items, he can't use anything. That is pretty crazy.
Let's do this. I start by editing the game with the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Snivy with Bidoof.
Yes.
So that Sharon
Give
has
the worst
typing.
one.
It becomes fighting type, and that's super effective against normal, so I make sure that my rival has it for added challenge. I went ahead and nicknamed my Bidoof Platinum. That's what you all meant when you asked for a Platinum Bidoof challenge, right? Let's check out
Nice.
our stats. Our Bidoof has Unaware, a great ability that bypasses stat changes, both for ourselves and our opponents. It's a double-edged ability, but I love it, because it prevents our enemies from ruining us with things like Sand Attack.
It is kind of crazy,
Starting
though,
rival battles actually go really well for us,
he always
easily tackling our way through.
He always
That's
seems
mostly
to
thanks to them not
pick the
being
Pokemon like so that he can make it
Man,
weak
forgot
to
just
him.
how much
I think that's
dialogue,
cool.
plot, and tutorial the game started cramming down your throats in the later generations.
True.
To skip ahead a bit, our first battle with N goes shockingly well, as I beat him first try with Tackle. I started some
Bidoof!
grinding and mild EV training by farming on Lil Pups and Pat Rats, since
Lil
they both
Pups.
give attack. I'm not really sure
What is that, a
set
rapper?
I'm gonna need most of, so I figure if I pick up a little bit of extra attack early, get it up reasonably high, that'll at least give me enough attack power on a reasonable amount of my moves going forward.
True.
After a bit of grinding him up to level 11, and I go to progress when Bianca waylays me. It's been a long time since I played Gen 5, so I don't really remember when these battles crop up, so I'm not even healed up. I haven't played these games since they were new.
This doesn't seem that bad.
She's a pushover, so I took her out with
Oh,
I thought issue. I bumped into Charity
I thought
in
waylaid
trainer
meant
school soon after,
he
but
lost.
He's also pretty easy. I find their level differences matter a lot more at the start of the game. I guess it makes sense. Stat differences would be the most dramatic when we're still working with low numbers after all.
True.
I take my shot at the first gym and get paired up with Chili, since the game thinks we took a grass starter.
He 1 HP.
Fight, but Bite made me flinch early and lose my rollout as I was starting to build power.
Oh yeah, he is rollout now.
This time holding an Oran Berry because I'm allowed to use held items. I said it earlier in the rules section near the start. I get so many comments in the last month thinking that held items weren't allowed, even though I clarify that in the rules part of every single video.
True.
Anyway, that time I win. Although, amazingly enough, it wasn't because of the berry. I just had much better luck with the trainer wasting his time using workup. Stat changes won't work since I have the unaware ability, so they're just sitting there and taking hits.
Oh,
the victory nets
super effective rollout. That's gonna do some damage.
Too, so now he wants to battle.
That's a lot of damage.
Being so close together. It feels like every route I walk onto, Sharon or Bianca wants to battle.
This kind of reminds me of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Hop. Hey, we just got a Pokemon. We battle. Hey, you just caught another Pokemon. Let's also battle. Hey, we're at the first gym. Let's battle. Hey, we're on a route for no apparent reason. Let's battle. That's one of the problems with some of these games. It's just constant battles.
Super easy thanks to Sharon's spamming stat-changing moves that, of course, won't work. I didn't think Unaware would be this powerful coming into the challenge. I tried to enter the second gym
that's a lot of damage.
Challenges me to a battle. You know, plot-important rival battles matter a whole hell of a lot less when every 10 steps, one of 3 rivals fights you. My amazing strategy
Whoa. That was not meant to happen. I am sorry if anyone listening to that. I did not know Mah-Dry-Bread cussed. Even though it wasn't major. I'm sorry. You can skip that. Just skip it a bit and come back now. Okay, sorry.
Roll out and watches the opponent doesn't understand how Unaware works, seems to be killing it in the early game. He goes down easy. Next up is the normal gym leader, Lenora. First up is his Herder, and man, I don't stand a chance. Even with me being a higher level, I get one shot with takedown. It's crazy that over the course of the same town, I went from completely destroying one major trainer to losing in one hit to the other one. I get to level 25 to learn Yawn, grind a bit more to level 26, and take another shot at the battle.
Maybe...
Once again, not even close. With great sleep and rollout luck, I can take out Herder, but Watchhog just one-shots me on a critical Retaliate.
Oof.
A brutal move with the power
Forgot about Retaliate.
when an ally has fainted on the previous turn. It's crazy just how much of a brick wall this fight is right now. Because of
Watchhog's so annoying.
Grinds to a ridiculous level.
29.
Thankfully, I did.
All of these solo runs are just so many. Like, have these just crazy amount of over-levelage. Which is why I don't really like doing solo runs. Because, unless it's like an impromptu one like I did with Pokemon something or other, where I just really relied on held in-game healing items. Which, I mean, 29. That's crazy.
And I have the TM for Thief. Every Cricketune I find has a 5% chance of having a metronome. A held item that increases the power of my move by percent every time I use it in a row.
Ooh.
That would be really powerful.
That would be so OP.
Does that idea sound amazing? Well, I can't do it. Because after making the plan, I realize you can't reach the dark grass that they're in until later in the game.
Oof.
God damn it. There are no
another one.
To save
Jeez.
Me. Yeah, no TMs that would really...
Man, stop it. So, I'm actually going to leave a link in the description. I mean, not a link in the description, read in the description. There's a couple stuff, but I'm kind of sorry. I mean, this guy's never even cussed before.
So I have to power
Jeez.
After an insanely long amount of time, I hit level 30. Here's our stats. I mean, it's not bad, but definitely not great. I can see
level
why
30.
Me that Generation 5 has terrible experience gains. I go after
Yeah,
the gym
it does.
again, and she fights like an idiot. Seriously, she doesn't even attempt Retaliate, even though it probably would have one-shot me. Misses with Hypnosis, and tries for stat-changing moves.
Well, it doesn't know you have underwear.
I'm kinda pissed that I spend hours grinding just to end up winning through complete dumb luck. If the game gave me luck like this the first time I fought her, I'd have won back then.
Probably.
Oh, by the way, I know tons of you guys have been asking me to do Gen 5 and also to do randomizers. So, over on my friend WhatGeek's channel, the two of us are playing Black and White Randomize.
Cool.
There should be a link in both the description and a card in the top right.
Trico,
Our games are
nice.
both separately randomized, so you'll get two different ROMs in the same video. I hope you enjoy.
I've seen that quite a bit.
Oh no! Next big battle is
You do this truant. Oof.
Burrow? Berg? Not sure.
Berg.
He opens with Whirlipede, and I take it down to below half health with Hyper Fang as he hits with Poison Tail.
Okay, I really like Mah-Dry-Bread, but the amount of times he mispronounces Pokemon or just people's name in videos kind of gets me a little bit salty. Anyway.
Headbutt
Let me
finishes
just
him off.
resume.
Second out is Dwebble, and I
Dwebble.
yawn to put it to sleep the next turn. I get hit by Sand Attack, but of course that doesn't do anything. Hyper Fang doesn't do much as it wastes another turn, but falls asleep.
Ooh, look at that sleep animation.
Hyper Fang. Third is Levani, who hits hard with Razor Leaf, but I get a yawn in. Razor Leaf has a high crit chance, so this is scary. I miss with Hyper Fang, but it falls asleep. Even with it asleep, I get astonishingly bad luck, and miss with so many Hyper Fangs that it hits me with another Razor Leaf. If that had crit, I'd have fainted. I hang on with 5 health and finish the fight with a Hyper Fang.
That might have been in a high roll if
it
it would have won.
Battle with Bianca, but it's a borderline sweep. It still blows me away how every other battle is either brutal or so easy that I hardly look at the screen. Right after is a Cheren battle, because I haven't drowned in rival battles enough apparently. This one's much harder though.
Wow.
He opens with Bidoof, who I one-shot with Hyper Fang. It's pretty annoying that there's a sandstorm here since it hurts us. Second is Pansage, and Hyper Fang crits, taking it out in one hit as well.
So much
Third is
damage.
Midnight, and I yawn to try and put him to sleep. Flame Charge doesn't do too much to us, so it could have been worse. He also wastes time with defense curls. I start my rollout. As he goes to sleep, my rollout lays some serious damage, and he somehow eats a berry in his sleep, and then wakes up just in time to get taken out with another rollout. Lipard is out last
Very
week
realistic.
Our high-power rollout finishes it off, though, winning us the fight with very little health.
Rollout's so much fun.
Before leaving the desert, I pick up the TM for Dig and replace Hyper Fang.
Nice.
I also find Return and replace Headbutt and replace Rollout with Super Fang from a leveler. This massive reworking of my moveset instantly pays off as I crush Hen. Dude didn't stand a chance. Return with the same type attack bonus is a fierce move.
Yeah, especially when you've only been fighting with him.
I first played the game when it was new, due to the annoying flying Pikachus. Don't call them anything else. We know that it's just a flying Pikachu.
Yes,
Even being over-leveled, the damn things nearly took me out. They levitate, so I can't use Dig on them. They're faster than me, and they always use Volt Switch to tag in and out. He's genuinely one of the most annoying Pokemon I've ever fought. I'm still able to win with Return, but it was close. Always knew these things were Hellspawn. Best as Cheren waylays me, but Return and Dig do the deal. That is to say, I hit a Falcon Arrow. No one kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. Next is one that had me worried. Clay, the Ground Gym Leader. Ground types tend to be tanky and hit hard, so I don't think Brute Force will work. Return one-shots his first 2 Pokemon, but his real heavy hitter is Excadrill. It's a good thing that I have Unaware so that his damage buff doesn't...
Unaware has been really super clutch.
Instead, him wasting that first turn, and my own good fortune not getting critical hit allows me to win with Return and Super Fang.
That was nice.
Bianca. And you know, I consider myself a storyteller. A modern-day version of the talentless bard that no one wants in their party, if you will. But there is nothing on Earth I can say to make this fight interesting. Moving on. I make my way through the never-ending, insanely high...
Okay, the amount of rival battles, I mean, I've played White and White 2. I mean, White was the first game I've ever beat. But the amount of rival battles in this seem more than what I remember it being.
Spawn rate Steel Pokemon Cave of My Nightmares when Ed challenges me. It takes forever, but I slowly take out his team with Dig and Return.
Is so
he spends
OP.
most of the time using Iron Defense over and over, because he can't seem to figure out why his defense isn't actually increasing. I still can't get over how insanely good Unaware is as an ability.
I agree.
Next is the Flying Gym, and it was really close. I plowed through
if only you had a rollout.
Almost lost to Aerial Ace near the end. Despite me fighting every trainer I see and holding a lucky egg for extra experience,
Bidoof.
My level isn't great, and my stats are often only on par with a more evolved but lower level Pokemon if I'm lucky. Same type attack bonus Return is incredible, but moving forward, it wouldn't surprise me if I need to change out my moves with TMs for better type coverage.
That's a lot of damage.
Next up is Cheren, and this one's actually pretty brutal. Cheren sends out Unpheasant first, who's faster than me in taunts, as I hit Return and get it to red health. He air slashes me for a bit of damage, and of course I flinch. He misses his next attack though, so I finish him off.
Alright.
Second is Pig Knight, and I dig for type advantage.
Bye.
I hit hard, but his takedown hits me when I'm topside again, and gets a little health from his leftovers as I dig again.
Wait,
finishing him off. My health is only
leftovers?
half,
Dang.
though. Simisage is out, and his seed bomb hits hard.
Oof.
The turn's still strong enough to beat him, but I'm in bad shape. Last out is Lipard, who flinches us with Fake Out and finishes me off with Assurance. So close. One return probably would have won me the fight there.
That was
TM-wise,
close.
I can't actually get any ice moves to speed up the Simisage fight yet, so I decide to level up a
Does
little
no
bit.
ice beam though.
3 levels
We
later,
could
I
know.
have just enough health and attack power to make my way through, with a little bit better luck on the opponent choice.
That was
Next
close.
up is the 7th gym, the Ice Gym. It's pretty easy. Return takes out a vanilla ice cream cone, frozen snot bear drawn by a child, and a giant snowflake that almost has a personality. You know, every generation has some stupid Pokemon, but I don't think any of them can compare to just how lazy half of the Pokemon in Gen 5 are. I feel like I'm being too negative in this video. You guys are always commenting really nice things to me, and I appreciate that. But how about this time, you pick a random person in the comments section, and you reply to them saying something nice about them. That sounds like a fun trend.
Yes,
Next
let's
is
do that.
Bianca, and for once, she's terrifying. First is her Stoutland, who only goes to half health from return. She wastes her turn buffing as I finish it with a second return. Samurott is out
Nerf
second,
unaware,
and I
though.
Super Fang it to cut his health in half, as it hits with a slash for a bit of damage. It Aqua Jets me for another small chunk as I Super Fang it again. One
So
return
good,
ends
though.
the fight. I just really wanted to avoid her getting into red health and healing.
No one can beat
Simisear
this
Flame
Bidoof.
bursts me, bringing me to low health as I take it out with a critical return. Masharn is out last, and I yawn for safety. It wastes time with defense curls, I Super Fang. It hits me with Hypnosis.
I mean, this is... I'm gonna be honest. Bidoof is so OP with that unaware. Because he can just completely crit. I mean, they can just do whatever they want, as long as he doesn't raise his attack. And the AI doesn't realize that what they're doing doesn't affect him. I mean, that's so overpowered. Bidoof is the greatest Pokemon of all time.
It falls asleep itself. Now it's a race to see who wakes up first.
Oof.
Thankfully, it's me, and I hit another Super Fang, and it hits a side beam, putting me in red health while confused. If I hit myself, I die. In a beautiful stroke of luck, I hit return and win the battle. That was tense.
That was
Last
nice.
Gym was the Dragon Gym. This guy was a total pushover, though. There were trainers in his gym harder than him.
Oof.
After that, though, was much harder with Sharon. I replaced Dig with Thunderbolt so I could one-shot
Thunder.
his Pheasant. But I just take so much damage from his attacks that I don't even make it to his last Pokemon.
Ooh,
I decide to
Simisage
learn
boy.
Blizzard instead,
The
but
Elvis
it still
monkey.
isn't powerful enough. It's nearly enough to one-shot on Pheasant and Simisage, so I equip Never Melt Ice and try for a third time. Able
Nice.
to one-shot on Pheasant and Simisage.
That was a brain.
By the time I get to Lipard, my health is just too low. I'm gonna need a few more levels. About an hour later of training and I'm at level 70.
Wow.
This time having slightly more health and a bit better luck with Sharon's moveset, I end up winning in only a few attempts.
So good.
But now it's time for the hardest challenge, the Elite Four. Just making my way through Victory Road made me run into multiple trainers that could take me out with the right moves.
Ooh,
So it's
that's
time
a
I
lot of
finally get to
damage.
level 100. I don't stand a chance
Yes,
otherwise.
it's time
This grind
for
is
Ultra Bidoof
brutal.
mode.
I asked you guys on Twitter for the best pre-Elite Four grinding spot, and I saw a lot of good answers, but the unfortunate truth is, there's no real great spot. Some are less painful than others, but no matter what, it's gonna take me a lot of time, and that's always a bummer, since it delays the making of the video. It doesn't help that I could only find 9 rare candies, and I hadn't thought to use Experience Share to level up some Pokemon with Pickup to get me some extras this time. It took a day.
Something a lot of people don't seem to notice in these kind of run-throughs is if you put experience share in a Pokemon, it will gain double, like if on a solo run you give the experience share to this Pokemon, it will gain both the normal XP that you would earn, like say if you switched out, it would gain the half XP plus the full XP of what you'd normally learn, like it would be a boosted amount. I don't know why people don't seem to do that.
Here's our stats, and they're pretty dire.
Oof.
Aside from our health and maybe our attack, these stats are terrible.
True.
There are easily going to be Pokemon in the Elite Four with stats higher than us, despite us being
True.
level 100.
But still, return
Thankfully,
should
your
do a
level does
monster
help a little bit
amount.
with attack power, but that doesn't help with the rest of our stats.
But return, it
This
will be
kind of
awesome.
a glass cannon. Make your last guesses. Can I beat the Elite Four? Let's
Yes.
give it a try. Let's start with
Perfectly.
the easiest first. Caitlyn, the Psychic Trainer. Between the 120 power of a max friendship return, the same type of
Yeah,
bonus,
120
Silk
power.
Scarf giving us another 20%, and our passable attack stat, we sweep
I mean,
a whole low defense team.
that should not be hard.
Marshall, the fighting trainer, could probably one-shot us with any of his Pokemon if he critical hits. But he doesn't actually have a very tanky team, and we're a bit faster, so we sweep him too.
Gotta love the Bidoof.
Durability elongates the fight by a lot, but we still win without much trouble.
Got him.
Dart Trainer Grimsley, and this one's harder. It starts off with me sweeping through Scrafty and Crocodile, but Bisharp is an issue.
Oof, so much damage.
He resists return, and Grimsley keeps healing him. By the time we beat him, we're deep into red health. Last is Liepard, who we thankfully one-shot, winning the fight. If he had just used one more full
so much damage.
Or had Liepard use Fake Out, we would have lost. We saved the last for worse, though, with Ghost Trainer Chantel. I replaced Blizzard with Thief.
Ooh, you're removing return. Interesting.
It'll hit about as hard as Blizzard, but more often. I also equip Scope Lens for more critical hit chance, and replace Return with Thunderbolt for more power points, since we can't hit with normal moves anyway.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Special attack is terrible, but at least Thunderbolt is accurate. Chantel opens with
the Holy Thunder.
Yes, I practiced saying that for so long. I hit hard with Thief, but its mummy ability disables are unaware.
Ooh.
It tries to burn us with Will-O-Wisp, but thank God it misses, because that'd be a death sentence. A second Thief takes it out. Next is Golurk, and I get instantly lucky taking it out in one critical hit.
Ooh, nice.
Mistake of using Thief, as its flame body burns us, cutting our attack and hurting us as it hits us hard with a fire
That's
blast.
not good.
I finish it with Thunderbolt and we go below half health.
The Ultra.
Last is Jellicent, and we have to use Thunderbolt since our physical attack power is weakened from burns. It hits hard with Surf, and our burn does a lot of damage, bringing us to 13 health.
Ooh.
The second Thunderbolt ends it. I can't believe I had that good of luck on my first
That was
try
close.
Next is an ungodly long amount of dialogue and cutscenes. Have you ever tried to run from Risharam before? It's hilarious how the game basically says, "Hey idiot, catch it." You even do it if I make it faint. I don't want this boring generic legendary, but the game is literally forcing me to. I catch up with the Master Ball.
Didn't actually know that.
It forces it to the front of my party when N attacks. This is stupid because I'm not allowed
Blue
to
Eyes
use it,
White
but if I
Dragon.
switch, Bidoof will get
Nice.
shot. I come with an
Oh my
amazing
gosh, these
idea.
are Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon. I've never knew that. That's awesome.
Throw Pokeballs at N stupid dragon until it kills mine. Is it technically using an item in battle? Sure, but it literally does nothing, and it's only because the game forced this other Pokemon to the front of my party.
True.
So I don't think anyone's gonna complain. This is the fairest thing I could do. Eventually, my dragon goes down and Bidoof is out. The idiot finished off
The
my
ultimate
dragon with Mega Impact,
legendary.
So he can't attack Bidoof on this turn, giving me a free shot. Return brings him to red health, so he wastes his full restore as I bring him back down to low health again. And
No one
he
can
faints
beat
on
the
next
Bidoof.
attack. I'm so annoyed with the cutscenes in the game at this point that I actually go to sleep and pick up the fight the next day.
Wow.
As you can see from the clock on the touchscreen. Now, look at his team. I died in many attempts here. And even with me saving the game as soon as I could before the...
Is this no one gonna talk about? I mean, yes, it's a level 100, but how he just casually nearly OHKOs a freaking legendary? I mean, yes, it's 52, but still.
Fight. I still had to
No one can beat the Bidoof.
Dragon, then throw the Pokeballs at his stupid dragon every single time. So there's no way to make the repeated attempts interesting, other than showing you the payoff. The most stupidly lucky fight I've ever had in a Pokemon game.
Alright, what is
a
it?
comedy of errors. So let's skip to when the dragons are already down and I'm fighting the actual threatening team. First is Zorak, pretending to be Kling Klang. His Focus Blast easily took out half my health on most of the failed runs, but he misses. Return takes him out in one hit as Illusion Phase.
Yep, because
Third
he
is the
can't really
Kling
hit hard.
Klang, and I tried to brute force it with Return. He misses with Metal Sound as if it'd do anything. Return finishes him off.
So
Fourth
much
is
damage.
Vanillux, who goes down in one return. Fifth is Korakosa, who survives
Korakosa. Korakosa. It's Caracosta.
Next is Archipos? No idea. Who also misses with
Okay, Caracosta, Archeops. Ugh.
Stone Edge as I hit with Return. Finally, he manages to land one hit on me with Acrobatics.
That does
and I finish
nothing.
him with Return. It was pretty much a whole battle of him missing every move. We thankfully move on to the final guy. Getsis? And, oh, come on. I wasn't allowed to switch Pokemon, so it revived my dragon. I guess I'm throwing Pokeballs again. First out is Cofagrigus, who I can only hit with Thunderbolt. Kinda wish I still had Thief, even
Toxic.
if it wouldn't be one-shot. I instantly get hit by Toxic, dooming me. Would you look at how hilarious it is if you die to Getsis? You faint, magically run back to the Poke Center, talk to a Plasma Grunt to warp to the castle, run all the way back up, then Getsis is just standing there with everyone and silently challenges you to another battle. It's like they had no idea what to write into the plot here to make the story make any sense, but they didn't want you to have to fight N all over again.
That's hilarious.
This just gives me a chance to fix my moves and deposit Blue Eyes no creativity. I replace Yon with Thief and go after Cofagrius. Here's a montage of me trying it over and over. Almost every attempt he hits Toxic right away.
Oof.
On one attempt he hits Psychic, then Toxic. This is his first Pokemon. It doesn't help that the game takes an eternity to boot up, start the battle, do the animations. Black and White are astonishingly slow games. Between the non-stop dialogue, the slow animation, the slow text, the slow cutscenes, the slow everything.
True.
Even the experience gain is low. Eventually I ditch the scope lens that I need for crits and hold a Pecha Berry to save myself from poison. It's
Smart.
still brutal. It requires that I either crit a bunch or he misses Toxic multiple times.
Ugh.
Okay, well this footage is gonna run for a little while, so let me go on a little bit of a rant. I've got an issue with just how many rival battles this game has. It really takes away all the gravity from
I'm just gonna unrant. Alright, let's skip. I'm just gonna finish this skipping rant. Skip the rant.
Oh my god, I beat Cofagrigus!
Anyway, let's go back.
Bianca, and N. Just look at how many rival battles are between gyms in this game.
True.
That's absolutely... Wait, what? Oh my god, I beat Cofagrigus.
Yay!
Okay, he sends out Hydreigon, and he misses Focus Blast. That probably would have killed me. I hit with Return for massive damage. He hits a Focus Blast, and I go to really low health.
Oof.
But I hit him with another Return as he sends out Bufflant. I hit Return and take him to a slip.
Bouffalant. Okay.
I wish I still had Silk Scarf on. He hits Takedown and, well, crap, I fainted. I need my berry for a reasonable chance at getting past Cofagrigus without getting poisoned, but I need Silk Scarf to one-shot Hydreigon and Bufflant. I guess I need to use Silk Scarf and hope Toxic misses like 3 times in a row then. Right, back to my rant. This is important, I swear. By comparison to rival
skip
battles,
the stuff.
when they do gym battles,
I don't
truly
care.
terrible. Game 1. Gen 5 has 14...
I really don't care at all.
He's gonna be ranting about the design in the description. I don't really know why they thought that. I managed to get through, though. Hydreigon misses with Focus.
Okay, we're good.
As I take it out in 1 return, and my god, that was lucky. Bufflant also goes down in 1 return.
So much damage.
Seismitoad gets 1 shot as Bisharp comes out. I use Attract for safety as it hits me with Stone Edge for a lot of damage. Return hits hard, and Bish doesn't fight back.
Yes.
Second return takes it out. Electros is out last, and 1 return
that
does
should
the job,
not
beating the final main story boss. And that's finally it.
Bidoof.
Now, I know that Black and White has a ton of post-game content. In fact, there's entire cities that are post-credits.
True.
My god, I need to move on to another challenge for my own sanity. At least in the Magikarp and Wobbuffet challenges, I was always doing something.
Anyway, so that was it. That was how you beat Pokemon Black with a single Bidoof. Of course, skipping all the rant stuff. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. I mean, that was crazy. I would love seeing Bidoof just wreck everyone. And if you enjoyed that too, please like, comment, and subscribe. So thank you for Mah-Dry-Bread for not giving us a strike in advance. So, from me to you, have a very nice day. This has been fun, but I got a bolt. So I'll see you guys next time.